So when they implemented Aether Drift onto Arena, they also implemented this new achievement system. Just offers various tasks that you can complete. Some even give you some tangible rewards like avatars or whatever. Gives you something to look forward to while playing when you feel like you're otherwise in a rut. So overall, a good addition. It gives you recommended achievements to go after, and one of the first ones they recommended I do was Card Advantage, where you draw 2,500 cards over any number of games. So I'm going to show you all how I completed this. By the way, pro tip, any of the achievements that say over any number of games can be done versus Sparky. I don't know why, I don't know if that's a bug, but it works versus Sparky, so that's how I accumulated 2,500 cards drawn in a single game. So let me show you how I did that. We're going the max amount 250 card deck with Yorion, of course, early game ramp pieces, and late game ways to continue drawing cards. Some of the most important cards here are, of course, the you have no maximum hand size cards, although it gets to a point where we do this all in the same turn, so that becomes less important, but mid-game that is important. This is probably the most important card here, Oracle the Alpha, just because it conjures the Power 9 into your library, and we need that Power 9 to keep churn through our deck, particularly Time Twister. We also have backup versions of Time Twister, like there's one in here, maybe I took it out. Though this, it's like bad, it's like 5 mana, but, and it exiles itself, so, but it is a secondary Time Twister. So this is important because it puts Time Twister in our deck. This is important because it comes down, puts all the lands currently in our hand onto the battlefield and refuels our hand. So we still have a huge hand, and we have a huge Cultivator Colossus and a bunch of lands in play. It's even better with Spelunking in play, because then all those lands enter untapped. And then once this is huge, our Return to the Wild Speakers and Rishkar's Expertises will be drawing about 100 cards per activation. Upon doing so, our deck will be at around like 60 or so cards, so we have to Time Twister away our hand and then basically repeat the process. So I'm going to demonstrate how it's done. Early game is a little wonky because Sparky can get a little out of hand here, but it looks like Sparky's playing green, which is not a fast deck for Sparky here, so I'm feeling pretty good against Sparky. Let's crack this, get a Triumph. I could have got a Surveillion, but that's fine. Now we'll play the Triumph since I still don't have a 2-mana play, and pass it back. Sparky throws down a kitty, draws a card, okay. So right now, well, since I have an extra land in hand, I'm going to actually play the Spelunking before the Clifftop Lookout. Yep, we'll put that into play. Unfortunately, it's not a green source, so I can't play the Llanowar Elves, though it probably would have just gotten hit with a Rabid Bite, because that's what Sparky likes to play. But, oh no, another kitty. Okay. So here, another Spelunking. Gonna play Clifftop Lookout, grab a forest. Oh, it was a forest. That's nice. So now I can play the Llanowar Elves, and that's the turn. We'll see if anything does get hit with... Looks like not, unless Sparky's doing it post-combat, which is not a typical Sparky action. Okay, didn't happen, okay. Well, I'm not under a tremendous amount of pressure, so I think I just want to Prof's Cantrip right here, get maximum hand size. That's good, that's pretty good. So, we'll just drop that, get to the point where we got good mana. Now that's a decent blocker at least. Just trying to hold off Sparky as best we can in the early game to the point where, okay, Sparky's got 2 cards in hand. I'm feeling pretty comfortable blocking here. Sparky's got like one combat trick, which is like a 1 mana play. It looks like Sparky didn't have it, so we'll drop this. Now it's getting good. I can actually snag Yorion and play Yorion, which I'm gonna do here. Bounce all my good stuff here. Get a good board going. And now we got an Agent of Treachery, so now I can actually start stealing Sparky's lands too and have even more, which just contributes to a higher full out attack. Interesting. Contributes to a higher I'm down to 7 though, but I'm feeling pretty good. Play this. Play Agent. Steel App Forest. Play Uro, gain some life. And now I think we're good. We can just keep drawing cards for the rest of the game, and it shouldn't matter. Put a counter on you, I guess. Might as well get in, make another land. You don't want to kill Sparky. You just want to set it up to where Sparky can die in like one attack. Again, I don't know why Sparky's insisting on attacking here, but sure. Alright. More lands, always good. I think I'm gonna slam this Jin Gataxius so we refuel at the end of the turn. I can even play Teferi here, bro. That's nice. You're ramping even harder than I realized. Let's bounce that cat. You won't be needing that. I could have drawn a card, but I'm gonna be drawing 7 cards here anyway. Let's attack with this. Yeah, get Sparky down to 2. Just so like one attack is lethal and we can end the game at any point. There we go. That's more like it. Oh no, the Baloth. And Sparky has to discard the hand size. Okay. Got an ultimatum here. I guess I'll just kill the Baloth with it. Draw 5 cards. None of them were especially helpful. I don't actually want to do this here and refuel Sparky's hand right now. So we'll just draw a card off Teferi. Get some more lands out of the deck. And more Spelunkings. Yeah, and once it gets to a certain point, the game starts like lagging badly. And but we're not quite to the point where it's bad yet. I'm just gonna play this up the beanstalk, and now I'll be drawing many magic cards. Draw 7 off Jin, and now I got where is it? Dryad, so all my lands will be perfect colors, so that's good. And I can play more lands, so play that. Play you. Play Fierce Empath to tutor up the... I could either get Cultivator Colossus, but I think in this particular situation, since I don't have many lands in play, I'm going to actually steal Nyxbloom Ancient and just up my mana intensely. Because this is necessary. And draw even more cards. Put more lands down. Get more lands, draw more cards. Now we're looking for the bird. Oracle the Alpha. Might as well play Shamil. There's a Henge I guess I'll slam. And draw a card off Teferi. And none of these cards really progress my game state, so I'm just gonna pass here. Draw 7 more cards. Sure, I'll play this cantrip, I guess. There we go. Still no Oracle of the Alpha, but this where'd it go? Silver Screw. That's another bang, especially now that we got Nyxbloom Ancient mana. Yeah, that can probably grab all 185 cards right here. I'm just gonna block with my 10/10. I don't know why you're attacking Sparky, but get in there. Put that down. It's a Dream Dew. I don't really care about that right now. Put some more lands down. Oh, just one. Lose Silver Scrutiny X30. That should still leave me a fair amount of mana. Yeah, over half my mana is still available. So let's just draw 30 magic cards. 31 magic cards. See if we hit another Cultivator Colossus or an Oracle. No. Oh, we did hit a Colossus. Okay. Alright, so now we're in a good position, and Sparky's probably not going to take another turn. Just putting lands into play. And like I said, with Spelunking down, all these come into play untapped, and with the Dryad down, they all produce perfect mana, so kind of a game over scenario for Sparky here, but we're not trying to win, we're trying to draw cards, so that's what we gotta do. Oh, one thing, mute Sparky, because some actions the game won't let you perform if Sparky's trying to say something. So that's something I forgot to say. I don't think I've drawn an Oracle. But yeah, I mean we have so much mana now with the Nyx Bloom. It's kind of wild. Still drawing lands though, which is good. This should be the last land. Yeah. So now that will trigger, I can just mill the Stomper. I have 116 cards in the deck, and Cultico is 59 power, so I'm just gonna cast this Rishkar's Expertise, and with the 59, well 60 up the Beanstalk cards I draw from this, hopefully one of them will be an Oracle of the Alpha, which is the card I will cast for free. That is a lot of land. Okay, I think I saw one. Yep, there it is. So just gonna cast this for free. And that actually fills up the deck with 9 more cards, which is crucial because that's how we're going to have enough cards to keep churning through the deck without decking out. And if you ever draw Moxes, just play them because they're free. They produce 3 mana. Like it's kind of crazy. Now I kind of want to flicker my Cultico because I feel like I drew a lot of lands, but I'm not seeing any. Just a big chunk right here. Yeah, I think I'll just I have a 1 mana Ephemerate somewhere. Cloud Shift, here it is. Just flicker that. Wait until the game responds, draw some cards, and then put the rest of the lands I just drew into play. We're trying to get all of the lands out of the deck, and then just keep drawing the cards that were in our hand and the ones we generate with Oracle of the Alpha. And each of these individual triggers is a well, these aren't triggers, these are just, I don't know what you call these, but these are draws, so they count towards the 2500, but it'll get to a point where Cultivator Colossus is 100 power or close to there, and you just repeat casting Rishkar's Expertise and Return of the Wild Speaker 25 times, and there's 2500 cards drawn in a single game. I've not seen the Time Twister, so that's a little concerning, but I mean, with the amount of mana I have, I can just cast the bad one, because I know that's in my hand somewhere. So there's only 31 cards left in the deck. We get 3 of these triggers. I'm just going to mill them, I guess. Unless one of them is Time Twister, then I'll keep it on top, but it doesn't matter. With the Time Twister, they'll get replenished back anyway. There's another land. So, yeah, we have an insane amount of mana here, and once we play all the mana rocks we've just drawn, it'll be even more. The Lotuses and the Ancestral Recalls can, for the most part, stay in the deck. I mean, you can cast the Recalls. They're not really harming anything by casting them, but you want to play the Moxen and the Time Twisters. Now looks like a good time to actually ephemerate the bird. Get all those back in the deck again, because you can just keep doing this and keep getting volume back in your deck. I just drew another Mox off that. I didn't even see that Hellish Norn I had. Whoops. Yeah, when you have this many cards, it's kind of difficult to get the exact one you want to play. Since I have such a surplus of mana, I'm going to play this Hellish Norn just to speed up the process, put more Power 9 into my deck when I flicker the bird there, and have more chances of drawing more Time Twisters, which is now the most important card in the deck. Cultico is 90 power. I've had him at 100 power before. That might have been just because I stole so many of Sparky's lands in the last times I did this, but I think I want to play up the Beanstalks, because once we Time Twister away our hand, the more up the beanstalks we have, the less chance of fizzling we have. In order to further mitigate the chance of fizzling, you could also, even more lands surprisingly, you can cast your time walks for 2 mana and just do we still not have a time twister? That is hard to believe, bro. Alright, well, I'm gonna flicker the bird here and get 2 instances of conjuring the Power 9 into the 31 card library we have now. What the fuck? This is not in my deck. Why is this here? Alright, I think that's a glitch. So now I think I'm just going to fire off the bad one, Step Through Time or whatever it was called. Step Between Worlds. Draw 2 more. Oh, they were Moxen and a time or recall. Take the action. We'll shuffle away this whole hand, put it back in the deck, so if we draw a Return of the Wild Speaker or Rishikar's Expertise, we'll just draw 100 more cards. Okay, so we got a Lotus, we got an Ultimatum. Does this damage the opponent? Yeah, we can't cast that, unfortunately. I never drew with Teferi, so let's fire that off. This is not a good hand after a Time Twister. Oh boy. No, the best thing here would be to like play a 5-mana spell and draw some cards off it with our Beanstalks, but since I have a recall, that's not the worst. Okay, we got a Time Walk, so there's a little backstop just so we know Sparky doesn't get a new turn after drawing those 7 cards. Let's just cast that. I guess we'll play Pawn Prophet to Cantrip. And then I guess I'll Empath for oh, I forgot I had a Henge in play too. I was gonna Empath for one of these Agent, but since I drew one, that'll be a nice 3-card draw off the Beanstalks and the Henge, and we'll steal a land. Okay, there's a Mox, there's 2 Mox, that's good. Come down, steal one of them. Sparky won't be needing it because Sparky's not gonna play the game. Oh, I forgot I had a damn Elesh Norn in place. We steal 2 lands, so that's 6 mana we just generated. Unless Sparky taps them, which I've never seen Sparky do. Yep, Sparky bad. Another Time Walk, still Time Twister mysteriously absent. But yeah, playing the Moxes is just 3 free mana, so definitely do that. And I've again come to a standstill. I guess I'll just Cantrip once. Well, I guess I draw 2 because of also the Henge. Forgot we have 2 Henges because the Elesh Norn. Alright, I'm still drawing lands, so I'm gonna play this second Dryad, which cantrips twice. Shout out to Elesh Norn. Okay, play the land. I guess I'll play a Lotus just to be double sure, but shouldn't need it. This is gonna be huge. Put a land down, draw, oh my god, 5 cards off this? We're just trying to hit our, whatchamacallit, Rishikar's Expertise. We do not want the bad Time Twister right now. Can't believe I haven't even seen a Time Twister. Alright, land. Binding doesn't do anything. There's a Time Twister, okay. So now we need to dig for the deep draw. I guess One Ring draws 1 card for 4 mana. Not great right now. Oh, we got double protection. Shout out. Another land. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm just playing Dream Dew, tapping down one of my creatures and drawing some cards. I'll draw, oh my gosh, 5 cards off this because of the double Henges and the double triggers. There's a Mox, more lands somehow, more Time Twisters, and nothing. That's otherworldly. Not even a flicker. This is probably the closest I've been to fizzling. I just didn't think I had this many lands. Oh, we are still drawing them. I'm just gonna play Explore, because this is actually hilariously a ritual in this scenario that draws us a card. Same with Growth Spiral. We'll do Dream Dew again. Draw 5 more cards. We'll keep tapping down our empath. The idea once you get to this point is you should never, you should just be able to keep continuing. You should draw your deep draw, your Garruk's, or Return of the Wild Speakers and your Rishkar's Expertises after your Time Twister them away, while putting enough Moxes into play that you never run out of mana and you can just keep going. But I am not hitting the right cards. It's goofy. I'm gonna Cloud Shift my Oracle just to put some more cards in the deck, because we only had 122 when our Cultico is almost at 100, so that's getting dangerous if we fire off that deep draw. Another Mox. Guard doesn't do anything. Dream Dew number 3. Keep tapping the empath down. There's an Expertise. Okay. So now, when we get the... Just making sure I don't deck out here. Yeah. So now, once we Expertise, the card I will cast for free might be another Flicker effect, or could be like a time to it. Like, it depends on what our hand is after this, but once we draw this many cards, it becomes kind of trivial. So, and consider the fact that I've conjured like 5 instances of the Power 9 into my deck, so we should get a good chunk of Mox here that we can play that just add an insane amount of mana to the battlefield. And okay, so what can we cast here? I guess we'll just... where I saw a Flicker here. Yep. It didn't let me Flicker for some reason. I definitely clicked Flicker of Fate, and it decided nah. Anyway, yeah, just keep playing the Moxes, keep recycling between... the main steps now are deep draw with Rishkar's Expertise / Return of the Wild Speaker, Flicker your bird so you get more copies of the Moxes, and then finally Time Twister it all away, and hope you don't fizzle once you draw those 7 cards. And if we do, we have a Time Walk loaded up, so we should be good. I can even play another one right now for effectively free. I could play this Azusa to put even more lands down. More Moxes. Might as well play Beans number, I think, 3. The more Beans you have in play, the less likely of fizzling. Cantrip a little. Another Mox. Better play that. Where'd it go? And now, like I said, whoops, that's not the card I just had in my hand. What happened to it? No. Now, you just keep looping Time Twister and your Deep Draw spell, and that's how you draw 2,500 Magic cards in a single game. Because it may not be apparent, but you can do this versus Sparky, so just wanted that to be known. So this is what I did. Probably way more effort than needed, because you could totally just do this naturally by playing some games, but it recommended I do this. This was Arena's direct recommendation, so yeah, Arena is definitely the one to blame for this. I just want to keep going, just so there's no doubt that you can just keep doing this. Like, the amount of mana generated by the Moxen you generate into your deck makes this functionally infinite, like very low fizzle rate. I'll tune off that. We can even fire off Time Twister right here if we don't like this hand, but I mean, we got options like Little Fairy here that can untap some lands. Can also Impulse for us, which I think I'd rather do here since mana seems to be a non-issue. None of those really help. Yeah, let's go with Recall. I don't think we need to be conservative with mana, but just, I mean, when you have the opportunity to draw... Why can I not target myself with this? Wait, hold on. What does the One Ring do? Protection from everything. Yo, I didn't even know that shit. Alright, well, that is a funny nuance that I'm sure comes up in Vintage. I no longer like this hand, so let's just twist it away. I could have ephemerated. Probably should have ephemerated, but just gonna drift a little, draw fucking 7 cards off this or something crazy. Okay, we drew another Cultivator Colossus, which is cool. I have 2 lands in my hand, so that could be worth spending 7 mana on. I mean, at this point, I really don't think it matters. I could crack my Lotuses just to put them back in my deck even, so there's even less of a chance of fizzling or like decking out. So like, it's so hard to fail from here. So I think I've demonstrated the point that I was trying to make, which is that this is how it's done. I'm going to end the video now because I feel like I've gone insane through the process of making this video. If you sat through this video, y'all are crazy as I am, so be sure to hit that subscribe button because you know you got more dank content like this coming up. Cultico is officially over 100 power, so now we can, with our deep draw spells, just do this 25 times and there's 25. Okay, that's where I'm ending the video. I'm out. See ya.